We should go on a rant.
About what?
About our bad experience at a restaurant.
Barf.
About children, up way past their bedtime, eating ice cream, puking, because of the whipped cream, apparently.
Barf.
I'm glad we didn't have ice cream, because I didn't want to throw up.
Barf.
Yeah, so we're at a local restaurant.
Friendlies.
Friendlies.
Near the mall.
In Manchester. And I overhear, I see the waitress oh my god. She was disgusted. Looking at her because I was like, oh god. I hear the mom say, he threw up when he ate the ice cream. He had the whipped cream and gagged. I was like all of a sudden I smelt it. It felt like I have radar for when people throw up for some reason.
And all of a sudden got really hot.
It got really hot
and really
stuffy
stinky
and smelly, and we were and it was 10 minutes. We're staring at our food ew, I'm not hungry anymore. I saw the kid get up and his jeans were wet.
Were they really?
They were wet.
Oh,
and
God.
They took off the shirt and wiped his mouth, and I was
I
was dying.
How did he? And he got it on the floor
it was
too. It
all under the booth.
It wasn't even on the booth.
And she thought it was mac and cheese.
Because the kid had mac and cheese, so I guess he threw it up.
I didn't see him eating dinner.
No, because I saw the mother picking at it with a toothpick.
Oh god. The mom was saying oh, that's disgusting, and then they got to leave though. That's disgusting, but you get to leave. We were directly
in the
across, and there was no one around us. We were the only people in that section, and of course we're across from the puking child. It was so gross. And then the waitress came over and she started to go under to clean up, and she was like, oh my god, and she disappeared, and then she came back, and we were looking at her. Or you were looking at her, right?
Yeah, and she was like, my manager's coming to clean it up. I was like, what, clean that up? And I eyed the puke.
Let her know, we know that someone
And she was
puked.
like, yeah. And then the manager came back and she was cleaning it up.
And she was dry heaving under the table. Did
Yeah.
you hear her?
Yeah.
She was like,
yeah. And
I
she
was
didn't even say anything to us. And then I was like this.
Yeah, and I was turned away because I couldn't handle the smell.
No, yeah, and the manager saw me look like I was gonna vomit, and she was like, "Oh, did you guys want to move your table?" I was like, "Yes,
yeah, we do." So we were "Can we move?" We picked up our stuff and
they moved us to a different table,
and it felt so the air was just cooler.
The air was fresher,
so much better. Okay, and also my straw.
Oh god,
the whole thing started off
we knew it was gonna be bad.
We were shopping, and I was like, I'm so hungry. And she was like, I can go for something too. And we gave up dessert for Lent, which is hard. But anyway, we went to the restaurant, and we got our water, and I was parched. I was so thirsty. And I went like this with my straw to open it. And there was gooey residue on, on one end of it. And I was like, what is this? And we didn't know what it was, but I was so thirsty that I wiped it off and drank it. And on the way home, we passed through an area that smelled like eggs. And then
wet butt crack.
And then BO.
And then dirty, fat,
man. I could picture it. He was wearing a gray t-shirt
with a grease stain coming down
kind of nose. With a grease stain. That's what I was picturing too.
Oh, I got my braces off.
Oh yeah. Oh, we didn't even do we didn't even talk about that.
Don't I look so good? Whoa. That was massive butt crack.
I saw the whole thing Well, half of it.
Okay, so people have yet to ask questions.
And no one has subscribed.
And nobody has subscribed. So, we don't mean to be Desi or anything, but
we are.
We're going to be Desi here and beg that you ask us questions.
People just annoy us. This music.
Hold on.
Oh my god.
Maybe we should go on Omegle and people should just ask us questions that we answer.
Strangers?
Yeah.
Why don't we go the length way? I can't. My legs are
I'm
way
saying
too
ask
long.
me a question, and they said if you want me to jerk off, add me on MSN and send me. No.
Ugh.
And their email
Ew.
address is
Public
jerker.
10.
Like Star Trek. Star Trek. Lawrence and the Family. Oh.
Ugh. You look like a goblin.